knowing what's going on right now, knowing the backdrop of LSU, Skip, they say, well, maybe she doesn't know the context. She was in the arena. She was in the arena. Skip, you got the perfect storm. And this is what we get a lot. We get the perfect storm because we get two Americas and we get divided. You on this side, you on that side.
Yep.
And so I got my group I can cheer for. Even if you don't even like women's college basketball, guess what? You got something to cheer for now. Ooh, come on, Iowa. You ain't watched one college game all year. You don't know Caitlin Clark from Clark Kent.
That is true. I will bet on that.
But
yep.
He looked like me. Come on, beat him. Beat him. Angel Reese, you make me sick.
That's how it comes across.
Yes.
I don't know that that's exactly what's operating, but that's how it smacks of that.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
And for you and for Dr. Biden to think this is such a great idea. You know, they play so hard. Everybody plays hard. It's the national championship. This is what you want to do this. If you play sports, Skip, I want to be a national champion. I want to be remembered forever. LSU, those girls will be remembered forever because they gave LSU their first college women's basketball title. The same thing would have happened had it been for Iowa. Now, you go to Skip, it's going to be hard. You go to UConn, they already won 11. What's your place in history with all that lineage of great talent from Taurasi to Maya Moore to Breonna Stewart to all those, you know, Sue Bird, Rebecca Lobo. Okay. Same thing with Tennessee. Some of these teams have legacies already. But when you go there and you start this legacy, Rebecca Lobo is going to be held in regard forever because she helped give Gino his first one. And same thing when you go back, Coach Summit. I remember meeting her a couple of times before she passed away. But LSU, this is forever. Angel Reese and Morrison, all those, they're royalty forever at LSU.
Sure. Absolutely.
So, Dr. Biden, you missed on this one. Just come out and say, hey, just come out and say I misspoke. I put the cart in front of the horse because this is a bad look. It's going to be a horrible look if you were to follow through this. LSU should not be punished because they punished Iowa and have to share the stage with Iowa. No, Skip, how did that look? I win the gold medal, but I gotta share. Somebody didn't even finish on the podium. Well, come on up here. No, that's not how it works.
It's not in
sports.
No.
That's what, Skip, that's why they keep scoring. Because guess what? We got a winner and we got a loser.
We do.
There's no subjectivity to this.
Yep.
We have a score. I've got more points than you. Therefore, I'm the winner.
Yep. I applaud Angel Reese for using Twitter in a positive way, for saying this is a joke and tweeting, what was it, 3 falling on the floor laughing emojis, because that's what this is.
Well, Skip, when I saw it yesterday, I was like, that's not real. I know Dr. Biden ain't say that, so I just brushed it off, Skip. I did not, Skip, no, for real, Skip. I did not, I said, ain't no way. I said, man, there's people just play too much. I mean, they just putting stuff out there like that. That's going to be a bad look. They're going to try to make the lady look bad. And then Skip, it started, I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
It's true.
Let me go back and look. That's for real.
Right. And she volunteered this. I don't think she was asked about it. I think she thought this was a great thing that she was doing and saying. Okay, so let's talk about the actual, what if this came to pass? How would you execute it? Let's talk about the reality. Would you actually force LSU to share the same stage with the Iowa women?
No, because what you would have to do is invite all the runner-ups. Or then it's going to really look bad that you only took one runner-up of all the people.
That's Pandora's box. It's flown open. But the first execution of this, it can happen only one of two ways. You would have to force poor LSU to share the stage with the team they beat 102-85. Right. Or you would have to have separate ceremonies, and you would have to bring Iowa in and of themselves all the way to the White House to be celebrated for losing 102-85.
That's not what we do in America. We don't celebrate.
We don't do that. It's how this country was built, winning and losing. And learning how to lose is crucial to winning.
Yes.
You have to learn how to survive and thrive.
But, Skip, if I'm not mistaken, Skip, the winners of the NCAA, the national champs, the teams, they all come at once. And so they get acknowledged. It's not it's because it's too many, Skip. I mean, you got football, you got gymnastics, you got all these track and field, you got all these, you got golf, you got shooting, you got water polo, you got this, you got that. Skip, ain't no way they can just bring each individual team. President Biden would get absolutely nothing done. Think about how many college sports there are, and there's a national champion in every sport.
Okay. So, to your point, politically, and I'm not that political. I'm not nearly as politically savvy as you are, but I thought this man got elected in large part because
he did.
Yes,
he did.
Okay, and now his wife is seeming to undercut all of that.
I think she's tired. She wants to go back to Delaware.
Okay, maybe.
And we go help her.
Okay. I think you
go help her. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Mayflower moving band.
Okay.
Because if she definitely does this, I'm definitely campaigning against him to pull this off.
This is bad.
Yeah.
It's just so wrong. It's like true colors are revealed, right? You just blurted out your true colors.
It's hard, Skip.
And they're white.
I try to suppress it as hard as I can. Because at the end of the day, Skip, it's going to seep out sooner or later in one form or another.
I agree.
I might not say a word, but I'm going to do something to let you know, I'm with you.
Sad but true. So on a day we celebrate the greatest rating the women's game has ever had,
yes,
we get this right between the eyes.
And it probably wasn't even close. I mean, Skip, they almost did 10 million.
They were up 103% off last year's final. What?
I just don't know what would make her think. Like you said, this was unprompted. Nobody asked.
No.
But it was just she just couldn't stomach it. Is that those little girls that looked like her were crying because they didn't win? Oh well, that happens. They're not the first that's going to cry for losing a national champion.
Yeah. Listen, in the end, as you said yesterday, as Kim Mulkey said, as Alexis Morris said after the game, heck, as Angel Reese said after the game, Caitlin Clark is legit.
Yes.
Good, and nobody's doubting any of that. She was a big reason for those ratings because it was Caitlin Clark against Angel and their team.
Right.
And it was great theater.
Right.
But Caitlin got outplayed. And I got to tell you, I didn't mention this yesterday and I forgot. Caitlin is her issue is she's a turnover machine because she had 8 against South Carolina and she had 6.
Well, she's going to try anything.
LSU. She would try anything, but sometimes it's careless and sometimes it's a little over the line where she just tries to do too much or be a little too cute with the basketball. Okay, so all that added up to, was LSU not the better basketball team?
Yes.
It wasn't close. And I know the refs they insinuated themselves into the game, but they called it ticky-tack both ways, just both ways.
Right.
And I said it yesterday, Caitlin Clark deserved her technical. You cannot do that to those refs. You can't just sarcastically flip the ball behind your back, out of bounds. It's a delay of game. They'd already gotten one, and she deserved a tech, okay? And then did she deserve to get taunted? It's just fair game because she lost. She'll do this to other people. She doesn't do it in anybody's face, but she
did. Men taunt all the time. Yeah. And they say to women, you won't equal. Skip, what did Baker Mayfield do? Remember, he got the flag? And he was going all around Ohio.
We don't have time to go through all the things.
Could the man been taunted? So, hey.
Yeah, it's what Baker Mayfield does. It's who he is.
Yes. And I saw one of the LSU women doing the gritty.
Yeah, okay.
That's what, I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah. And we've had this age-old double standard that rears its ugly head again, that when the white men or women do it, it's passion.
That's swag. You know, it's great. She's swag. Kayla, the queen. Okay.
But when the black women or men do it, it's classless.
Classless, yes.
Okay.
Ghetto hood.
I got it.
Guys, I couldn't agree with you more, especially, obviously, as a diehard LSU fan. Just to give it a little more context, the First Lady was talking about Title IX in this speech. I don't know, perhaps, maybe somehow she got caught up in the moment.
Clearly.
We will see. The White House has yet to issue any type of reply to numerous press questions for comment.
Exactly.
Still to come this morning here on Undisputed. Are the Mavericks about to shut down their dynamic duo? Guys, are they waving the white flag? And Shannon, are your Lakers poised to win out? That's all coming up next right here on Undisputed.